Good evening, it's Holly and welcome to the West Ham Way. Time is running out before the transfer window slams shut for another 6 months. It's been pretty uneventful so far. Let's hear what everyone has to say. We've made one proper signing so far. Have we done enough?
Definitely not. I was hoping the Dendoncker deal would come to something. I don't know whether it will or not now. We need some decent central midfielders to keep us tiding over.
Well, I was hoping we'd bring in a couple more players considering the amount we got rid of and that we're going to get rid of as well. Like Ayu's predicted to go to Swansea now, so we've obviously got to bring in replacements with all the injury lists as well.
There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Too many fixtures, I think, on the night before deadline day.
We need a forward. We need a striker. With Sacco leaving and Carroll injured, and it's clear we're short in those ranks. So, yeah, clearly we need a striker in this window. Where it comes from, I don't know yet.
Yeah, a bit disappointed that all the players are going on loan. Like Sturridge has gone to West Brom, Delafay has gone to Watford. So it's like, who are we actually close to?
We need to try and get people not on loan. We need to try and get a few proper signings, people who we know are going to stay with us and stick it out with us.
Well, we've got 14 first-team players injured, and we've only brought one back in and selling a few, so we've got to bring probably a centre mid and a striker.
I don't think there's a great deal we can do, simply because it's no good buying players who don't fit. So, you've got to get the right player. If you're lucky enough to find the right player, go for it. But at the minute, can't find one.
It was my understanding Moyes had been promised money to go out and buy players, and that hasn't happened. We all know January's difficult. It's very hard in the January transfer window to price people away, but we need to make some more positive money signings. We're not skint. We've got a few bob in the bank. We've just got to put our hand in our pocket, grin and bear it.
I wouldn't mind Sturridge if we'd have got him, but it looks like he's gone somewhere else. I don't know. Gareth Bale, that'd be nice. There you go.
Gareth Bale will do.
Fucking Wigan, literally, Joe Eyes got to go. I'm telling you now, Joe Eyes, well, I could have saved that, to be honest. I don't even play football.
By all accounts, we've tried to sign everyone in the league, but we've not really done it, obviously. It's pretty woeful, frankly. And we expected more from the beginning, and we've got a day and a half left, or a day left, so let's hope something comes along the line by the end.
Sacco's left the club. How do you feel? Are you happy about that?
I'm happy for him because he's not been happy with us for some time. If you're miserable, you can't put your best into the club, and we need people who are going to give 100%.
Well, let him go, fucking idiot. Let him go, bollocks to him. If he wants to fuck off and play with some other club, if he wants to fuck off and play with some other club, let him go.
Definitely.
So, if I'm telling you that, the name on the back of the shirt means fuck all. It's the name on the front of the shirt, on the right, like on the heart there. You got to play for West Ham. Bollocks to all these big names. I don't want to play for a club and that. Let him go. Yeah.
And if he's gone to Ron and he's happy, then I'm happy for him. Glad he didn't go to Palace because he scored a hatful against us tonight.
Last thing we want.
He wasn't showing much interest for us anymore. His head had been turned, so it's time to go.
Well, I think he's a decent player, but he's caused so much trouble at the club one way or another. He's taken up a lot of the wage bill, so I think he had to go, really.
I'm glad, actually, to be honest with you. I don't think he was doing it. I think his attitude was probably wrong. Good luck to him, but I think it's time he went.
No, I think he's been good for us over the years, but slowly the club's sort of destroyed him. I think he scored some good goals, but it's just time's up. I think I'm happy for him to leave.
He didn't want to be here, so if you're not the one to play for the club, there's no point in staying. He done well while he was here, so good luck to him, really.
So, one last question. Obviously, a lot of people have been voicing opinions about the board. How do you feel about everything that's being said, potentially on Twitter? It's not the nicest of environments.
It's not. Twitter can be very, very hostile. As David Gold has said, how would you feel if you had this level of criticism being put at you all the time? I personally don't see David Gold as an issue. It's David Sullivan, I feel, who is a little bit too outspoken about what we're going to do, who we're going to sign. Perhaps also through his son, he might be a little bit too outspoken as well, but obviously we appreciate that David Jr.'s views are his views and not the views of the club.
As you said, Twitter can be a very hostile place. When they have said things about signings, people have asked them to stop, and then when they don't, people assume we're not trying to sign anything. So obviously they're in a reasonably difficult situation at the moment, I imagine.
Yeah, it is difficult, but I can't help thinking that if we actually did some action and we actually spent some money. We got Mario, that's fantastic, I'm delighted about that, but it's on loan to the end of the season.
They've got to go, to be honest. They're just all in it for the money, to be honest.
It's a very difficult situation for them, but I've supported them in the past. But just recently, I've begun to have my doubts about whether they've actually got deep enough pockets to run a Premier League football club. So I think maybe they are West Ham supporters. We should try and get behind them, but it's difficult, you know. We need an Arab Sheikh or somebody, don't we?
Get them out, to be honest. All three of them. Hate them all, to be honest. Don't like them.
They've been here for a while and not a lot's changed, so maybe it's better in the club's interest to let someone else have a go, bring something new to the club. It's got a bit stale, in my opinion.
Just lie after lie, just done nothing to the club, only just ruined it, really.
I don't know where they're going to go, to be honest with you. I'm hoping if something turns out, we get another Payet type signing. Might sort of redeem them all.
Yeah, it's a popular opinion to do that. I still am positive and hopeful that they are trying to do what they can for the club. I think they truly do have their best interest in mind, but at the same time, it's time to get out the checkbook, isn't it?
Do you think we've done enough to turn our season around, start getting some good results?
Yes.
Yeah?
I think we're going to win tonight.
I think we're going to win tonight. That's all we want to hear.
Man.
That's all right.
Come on, you Irons!